Life is challenging and difficult. No one gets out alive. Time to suck it up, Buttercup. Get ready for a monster-sized boot aimed to help you get traction on personal change and get living. I am John Curran, your host. Join me as I share my journey, exploring the forces that motivate us to change and help us get through whatever life throws at us. A swift kick in the ass. Life on your terms. Welcome to another episode of A Swift Kick in the Ass. This is your host, John Curran, and today's episode, the best approach to recreating your life. Yes, there is a best approach to recreating your life. At least I can share the one that has worked for me and that works for me. Is it perfect? No, it is not. Will it work for you? Maybe. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I do not know. But I think that there is some value in learning these type of things from people, or at least learning about them, and then applying them to your own situation and making them your own. So that's my hope here, is that though this approach has worked for me and continues to work for me, it may or may not work for you. You need to apply it in your own way. So, what is the best approach to recreate your life? Well, is it the most expensive? Is it the most popular? I don't know. The best will be the most productive of good, offering the greatest advantage, utility, or satisfaction. So what's good for me may or may not be good for you. And in fact, what's good for me may not be something that I always want to choose. But herein lies a framework that you can use in your day-to-day life, in your decisions that you make, which will help you recreate your life. So as you have come up to these decisions or these thoughts about what to do or how to handle things, or how to better your life, think about the advantage of doing it. Question the advantage. Is there an advantage to whatever you're doing? And the reason why you want to do this is because why would you want to invest your time and energy into something that is maybe going to put you at a disadvantage? If you think about something and from a different perspective, look at it from a different way, some things might come to light, such as, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example right now, but hopefully you can think of something in your life, or think of a time in your life that you started heading down a road and it really wasn't to your advantage. I can think of some friendships that I had, some friends along the way, not Tommy, of course, but friends I knew for a long, long time, and it was great. Well, one person in particular was like a brother to me, but it really was not to my advantage to be friends with him. He got me in a lot of trouble and took me down a path that I probably would not have gone by myself, but it seemed like the thing to do at the time. So, had I questioned what advantage that path gave me, maybe I would have done things a little bit differently. Second, utility. Utility means usefulness. So if something is going to has great utility to you, it means that you're going to use it a lot. Like a Leatherman has great utility because it offers all these various functions, such as a Phillips screwdriver or a knife or a bottle opener or a pair of pliers, and a whole slew of different things that you can do with it. It's a utility knife for that reason, because it has a great many different uses. So as you continue on down your path of personal growth and change and trying to renegotiate the terms of your life, or just better understand the terms of your life, think about utility. Now, I think employment is a great example of utility. I may not like the job all the time. I don't eat, live, and breathe and my day job. But it does serve a purpose. It serves a great purpose, and I find it very useful. It has a very high utility factor. It does serve a purpose. Another example I have is back when I was going to buy a riding lawnmower, because in my house I have over an acre of property, and I have to mow the grass, or I choose to mow the grass, and I wanted to get a riding lawnmower. So I looked at the new ones, and they were over $2,000 for what I wanted, and I looked at the used ones, and I could buy one for about $300 or $400. So I bought one for about $300 or $400, and I've had it for about 10 years now, I think. And I think I have gotten just as much use, just as much enjoyment out of it as I would a newer one. In fact, I probably got more enjoyment out of it because I didn't have a payment. So hopefully you get where I'm getting at here. So we have utility, or the usefulness of something, that works into what's best for you. Does it give you advantage? Does it provide utility? But there's one other category as well to consider, and that is just the pure satisfaction. Now, there are certain things in your life that just give you great satisfaction. Like, for instance, my kids, they give me a lot of satisfaction. It's not anything specific necessarily. It's just they bring a smile to my face. They're important to me. And they're a big reason about why I do what I do, why I go to work every day, why I put my heart and soul into a job that, I know they're not going to remember me after I'm gone. I'm not going to be remembered for my work, for the company that I work for, but I'm going to be remembered as a dad, and I'm going to be remembered as a good friend and a brother to many. And I love that, and I think that is that's very important to me. So, for me, that is best. The way I live my life, I look at, is this something that's going to be useful to me? Is it something that I might be able to use that will put me to an advantage, maybe make me more competitive? Or simply, does this just give me satisfaction? It doesn't have to be the most expensive option. It doesn't have to be the most popular. In my case, it usually is not the most popular or the most expensive, but it is the most productive at providing me the best good, or the most positive. And Recently, I guess what brought this subject to mind is that I have a friend of mine who is known for expecting the best out of himself, out of life, out of others. It's one of the reasons why I appreciate his friendship like I do. He makes me appreciate things. So, and it really gets me thinking about how I don't necessarily expect the best. I don't need the best. I don't need to have the best car, the best clothes, the best house. You name it. I don't need the best. But it makes me wonder, why not, demand more of the best of yourself and of life? With you defining what is best. What is the most good for you? What maximizes the goodness, and making that and bringing that into your life. We all need to demand that, and we should be kicking our asses for not doing that. With this show, I'm here, to kick you in the ass, to motivate you to create positive change in your life. And that in turn motivates me to create more positive change in my life and to build upon what I've been building on for as long as I can remember. So, remember that most people, they only change when they need to change. But if you're listening to a show called A Swift Kick in the Ass, you're motivated to change for some reason. I don't know what that is. And I have no way of really finding out. But I don't know if you need to change right now or not. But most people need to. They don't try to make change until they need to. I'm saying be a little bit more proactive and be more selective in the decisions that you make in your day-to-day life, and that will affect the change that you create in your life. By applying this best criteria, you are going to get the best outcome, something that is tailor-made specifically for you. It's not what I said is best. This is what you say is best, what gives you the most advantage, the most utility, and the most satisfaction. Hell, this isn't for me. This is for you and what you think is best. Now, we are all here because we are supposed to be here. For whatever reason, you are listening to this right here, right now, for some unknown reason. I don't know what brought you here, but you are here. And this is going to help you recreate your life. This is going to take your life in a positive direction if you apply it in a positive way, of course. If you think that the positive way is best. Again, this is not for me. This is for you to determine what is best. Advantage, utility, satisfaction. You're going to be keeping the best parts of your life and throwing out all the rest. You're going to be replacing good with better. And, everything in life, it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And we all go through tough times. Tough times come and go. They pass. Whatever you are going through right now is going to pass as well. So why not take that next step and think about it before you make the step? And simply think, is it to your advantage? What utility does it provide? And how much satisfaction are you going to get from taking that path? And as I said, all things must pass. This episode, too, must pass. This is the end. So until next time, this is your host, John Curran. Peace and love. Keep kicking ass. This marks the end of another episode of A Swift Kick in the Ass, placing it directly in the can. As much as I like to talk, even I have my limits. It's time to go. Catch me on the next show. For better or worse, whether you like us or not, please leave comments wherever you get your podcasts. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Visit our home on the interweb. I think you can leave me a voicemail there. You can also email me at john@aswiftkickintheass.com. It's been my extreme pleasure. I hope you got a lot out of it. I hope you got your ass moving. Until then, until the next time, I'm out of here. Peace.